Today we are going to put a top case and a Rotopax 2-gallon gas container right here on this tailgate Moose Racing luggage rack system. So I've got the Pelican cases that I got with the Moose Racing luggage system here, and I wanted to put a top case on it, as well as I need a mounting point for my Rotopax. This is the 2-gallon Rotopax. I chose the 2-gallon because I still wanted to kind of keep my weight low, but I also like that this has the handles and things, as well as the center hole we can use for mounting points to try and hold it in place. Mine's going to be mounted about like so, standing straight up like that, and it's going to be against the back of the top case that I'm putting on today. Top case is going to be modified from a tool case, which is this Husky brand tool case. Some nice sturdy latches, center lock point, some little side pockets on top. But the way that we're going to do that, made a little trip to Home Depot. Everything together for this project was a grand sum total of $86.48. So for $86.48, we got a $20 drill bit set. The reason I got the drill bit set is because the half-inch drill bit that I needed for the whole piece of wood that I'm using was going to cost $10, and for another $10 I got the whole set. I got a corded drill here for I think $29.99. Got some black spray paint, flat black. And this is my piece of scrap wood that the guys at Home Depot donated to the project. They're a big fan of motorcycles, I guess. Some of the mounting hardware that we got. Loctite, of course. And this half-inch piece of eye bolt is going to go through the wood, as well as through the back of the case here, and the eye of the bolt is going to go through the center of the Rotopax so that I can put either a dowel or a bungee or something of that nature so that it's secured to the case. The case is going to be secured to the luggage rack using these U-bolts, and the U-bolts are going to be secured to the frame using these washers and lock washers. So a lot of work ahead of us right now. Gonna go ahead and get into it and see how it comes out. Well, the first and hardest part of this project I think is finished. We've got our U-bolts in the bottom here, and those are going around our undercarriage like so, and like so on either side. You can see the other one there in the back. This one's a little on the crooked side, but I've got some washers, I think, and I'll be able to get that straightened out. Because the luggage rack's bars are wider toward the handlebars than they are toward the back, I couldn't just draw 4 holes in the same places. As you can see, the back ones are a little closer together and the front ones are a little further apart. But it's in place, nice and sturdy, not going anywhere. And the next part of the project here is I'm going to get my piece of wood and have it mounted on the back of the case right here. Get that mounted in such a manner that we can put the Rotopax on the piece of wood. And the reason for the piece of wood is so that there's a space for the lid of the top case here to actually open. Because if this wood wasn't here, I wouldn't have a thing to mount the Rotopax to, because I'm going to build the mount around that. And also, the Rotopax would be too close to the case here, this toolbox, to be able to open it. Because you see the lid, when you open it, comes back. So there's that gap there generated by the piece of wood, as well as a mounting point. Okay, so just a quick overview of where we are in the video. This is, or the build process rather, this is the piece of wood that's going to be on the outside of the case itself, back here on the back. And this nut that you see in this washer are going to be inside the case. And then this over here on this side coming out is going to be the eye, which we're going to use as the anchor point. So we've got Rotopax here, we've got our hole drilled and our mount. So we're going to go ahead and paint this up so that we don't just have an ugly piece of wood on our case, and then get it tapped in place. And that's that. Okay, here is the finished product. Aside from the fact I'm going to go through and put some Loctite on a few of the bolts and nuts underneath and whatnot, this allows me to open the lid up to this point without it touching the Rotopax. And then I just have a pair of pliers in that little loop right now in that eye, just to demonstrate, where I'm going to put my, I'm going to get some trucker bungees and put through there, the really heavy duty rubber, and that's going to keep that in place. I'm going to mount to I'm going to hook those onto this luggage rack. But there it is, all built up. Got that piece of wood there in the middle, spray painted black. You can still kind of see the grain of the wood there, not a problem. Just not a big piece of white oak or whatever it is. But the whole setup looks pretty clean. Plenty of room for me to sit and move around on my seat. It only comes into my actual seating area a little bit here, which I don't usually sit up there on that back part. But it's all ready to go. And the case I got has some little external pockets up here, and then this is bolted in. This is a 1/2-inch bolt, which I drilled a hole for. And then these are wood screws going through here across into the bolt, just kind of to stabilize it. And that it is. All right, time to clean up the tools, but there it is, all put together. Just got to put some gas in that tank and hit the road.